look at the significance of this recovery and what we will do with them. Once again, welcome to the program. Welcome to the program once again. The Petroleum Product Pricing Regulatory Agency has revealed in a new monthly template that the price of premium motor spirit, also known as petrol, has reached 212 naira 6 kobo per litre. According to the template, which the PPPRA released midnight, petrol is expected to sell at a lower retail price of 209 naira 61 kobo and at an upper retail price of 212 naira 61 kobo. Nigerian marketers usually use the upper band of the pump price. However, NNPC insists no increase in ex-depot price of PMS in March. That's a tweet that we got just about 35 minutes before I came into the studio. So NNPC said there is no increase in ex-depot price of PMS in the month of March. What it means is by April, we'll probably be getting the higher price of petrol. Now, it is clear now that Nigeria is caught in what they call oil trap. Fuel queues have resurfaced in Lagos and some places as petrol price ratcheted up to 212 naira per litre. Brent touched $70 per barrel. If we check the Frontier AFR this morning, I was looking through the figures earlier today, pulling some of these figures out for you to listen to, particularly when it comes to the crude oil. All right, so another story here: Nigeria rising debt servicing and economic threat, as according to SEC. The increase in debt service of Nigeria is an economic threat to the country, the Securities and Exchange Commission declared yesterday. This might not stop the federal government from borrowing to fund the 2021 budget, as the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, insisted that government had to borrow. In January, the Punch reported that Nigeria spent almost 2 trillion naira on debt servicing payments from January to September 2020, based on data obtained from the Debt Management Office. At the 5th annual budget seminar of the Securities and Exchange Commission with the theme Financing Nigeria's Budget and Infrastructure Deficit Through the Capital Market, the SEC stated that shocks to commodities were affecting revenue generation. It disclosed this in a presentation delivered by the Head, Economic Research and Policy Management Division, Office of the Chief Economist, SEC, Afolabi Uluokere. The Commission said total public debt has increased from 5.24 trillion naira in 2010 to over 32 trillion naira in 2020. So in 10 years, we moved from 5.24 trillion naira to 32 trillion naira, and still find at around 20% of GDP, that is the gross domestic product. The rising debt service is a threat if you look at it very closely, and also shocks to commodity price, affecting revenue and low tax to GDP ratio. Moving towards improved sustainability may require future debt tied to revenue-generating projects. And so we need, as a nation, to tie majority of our debt to revenue-generating projects. The Commission observed that Nigeria's budget had more than doubled in the last 10 years, while the country's deficit had increased several folds. Capital expenditure and infrastructure estimates have not increased much, implying that deficit is often incurred to finance short-term consumption or what you can call unproductive items. The SEC report stated that the federal government's economic recovery and growth plan projection were largely unmet. But the finance minister at the same program said that the country had to borrow to finance its budget, given the urgent need to build infrastructure required for creating an enabling environment. Ahmed said this further underscored the current global pandemic with its attendant effects to Nigeria's daily economic and social activities. She said in order to provide the necessary infrastructure and still continue to meet other immediate expenditure needs, government often adopts deficit budgets which have to be financed through borrowing. In this regard, the capital market is very key. Of course, experience has shown that the Nigerian capital market has been very supportive in providing the necessary funds to finance government programs and projects. Ahmed explained that the aggregate federal government budget together with the budgets of government-owned enterprises and project-tied loans was 13.59 trillion naira. And so the minister said the 2021 budget has a total aggregate capital expenditure of 4.37 trillion naira, amounting to 32.2% of the total expenditure. The budget also has an overall deficit of 5.6 trillion naira that will finance almost equally from domestic and foreign sources. And those were going to be debts, as it were. Ahmed stated that Nigeria needed to spend more now on infrastructure and other capital projects as the benefits of spending resulted in Nigeria coming out of recession after 2 quarters of negative growth recently. She further stated that the government could not finance infrastructure alone, but would have to partner the private sector through the capital market. The minister urged capital market operators to consider retail investments and give opportunity to ordinary Nigerians to invest in the capital market in an easy and simple way. Many thanks to you for being there. We're still on Splash 105.5 FM, your integrity station. Before I go into the issues that I also have, I promised to tell you something about cryptocurrency this morning, and I will be speaking with someone on the line here this morning. So we'll be making the connection in a moment so that we can have a chat on the issue of cryptocurrency. Where are we on the issue of cryptocurrency? I want to speak with someone who had been, affected by this shutdown of cryptocurrency in Nigeria. And so I will be speaking with her in a moment. She's Irene Ubani, who is a journalist and also an investor in cryptocurrency. But so let's take a look at these issues before I put her on the line in a moment. Okay, so the federal government, through the central bank, had said that our financial institutions should no longer transact in cryptocurrencies. Well, it's the talk of the town now, and it has emerged as a subset of alternative currencies to fiat currencies, representing money in digital form. They differ markedly from conventional currencies as well as digital payment services or mediums. It was formally introduced in 2009 with the advent of Bitcoin, the first and basic cryptocurrency. This genus of currency has waxed stronger as there are now no less than 1,000 different types of cryptocurrencies globally. Despite this increasing escalation of cryptocurrencies, its reception as well as legal status varies considerably across jurisdiction. While some countries have clearly permitted their use and trade, others have restricted them or proscribed them outright. So we'll be looking at the issues surrounding it after this commercial break. Stay with us.
Make the most of the new normal with Nokia smartphones. Stay connected to friends and family with phone calls and video chats for longer with a 2-day battery life. And capture the beauty around you, snapping and sharing crisp pictures. The Nokia 5.4, 3.4, and Nokia 1.4 make staying connected easier. Nokia smartphones. Trusted, always secure, and built to last.
When we say the new Maltina pineapple and vanilla taste like adventure, here's what we mean. You'll kit up like an action hero. Check yourself out in the mirror. And then, in slow-mo, you grab a chilled bottle of Maltina pineapple or Maltina vanilla and enjoy the tastespiration.
Own the flavor with the new Maltina Vanilla, Pineapple or Classic, and let the tastespiration fill you. Maltina, share happiness.
need a fully furnished, nice and comfortable hostel accommodation in University of Ibadan or a place for seminars and executive trainings at the same venue? You do not have to worry. Adebayo Akonde Hall suits your lodging needs and provides you a home away from home. Adebayo Akonde Hall is a 4-star hostel built in a serene environment with constant supply of electricity. It has fully furnished rooms that gives you great comfort at an affordable price. Adebayo Akonde Hall is located at Ajibode Extension, University of Ibadan. To make reservations, visit www.adebayohall.com or call the numbers 0805-699-8718, 0805-699-8719, 0805-699-8720. Adebayo Akonde Hall. Built for comfort. Built for you.
Excuse me? Yes, I'm talking to you. You who always wants to give your family the best things. I know you love this exciting DSTV decoder bundle offer. Instead of 18,600 naira, you can get a new DSTV HD decoder plus 1 month DSTV confirmed subscription for a lower price of 9,900 naira. Yes, you heard me right. A brand new DSTV HD decoder plus 1 month DSTV confirmed subscription for a lower price of 9,900 naira. If you've always wanted to give your family amazing entertainment, then this is your time. Offer starts from February 1st for a limited time only. Terms and conditions apply. DSTV Nigeria. It's your moment.
Àwarawa eré aládùn orí rédíò tí àjọ Search for Common Ground ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìrànwọ́ owó láti ọwọ́ àjọ European Union.
Bí ẹ kò bá ra àwọn ohun èlò oúnjẹ yẹn máa kó àwọn ọmọ mi máa sì padà sílùú ńlá.
Kí ni àwa ṣẹlẹ̀ síṣẹ́ onídìrí rẹ?
Olùkọ́ àgbà ọkùnrin yìí ni ó jí agolo gàrí kan lọ́dọ̀ ìyá Elisa.
Kí wá ní ìdí tí ẹ ṣe fẹ́ sún láàyè nítorí agolo gàrí kan àbí?
Eré aládùn orí rédíò yìí àwarawa yóò máa wá sétí ìgbọ́ yín.
Ní gbogbo ọjọ́ ìṣẹ́gun Tuesday.
Láago 8 alẹ́.
Lórí ìkànnì yìí Splash 105.5 FM.
Ẹ kú ojú lọ́nà.
Àwarawa, 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 là ń tọ́jú ara wa.
The Polaris Save and Win promo gets more exciting as Polaris Bank customers continue to win millions of naira across the country. Be like Mr. Lucky Okunzuwa from Edo State.
1 million for Polaris Bank? I didn't expect.
Mr. and Mrs. Njideka from Ebonyi State.
We thank Polaris Bank for the promo and for the money they are going to give us.
Akurede Badigeshin from Oyo State.
They were surprised to pay 100,000 naira.
You too can be a millionaire in the Polaris Save and Win promo. Top up your account with a minimum of 10,000 naira monthly for 3 consecutive months to qualify. And you could be one of the 180 people to win 100,000 naira each. Or one of 8 lucky people to win 1 million naira. So start saving today or open an account. Visit our website or any Polaris Bank branch near you. This promo runs till April 2021. Terms and conditions apply.
Ó yá gbogbo èèyàn màmá bàbá ẹni tó tóbi ẹni tẹ́rẹ́ tàbí rùmùrùmù ṣé ìṣàpò mẹ́fà ní kun tiẹ̀ tàbí ẹyọkọ bọ̀rọ̀ gidi gbogbo yín la pè mọ nǹkan tọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ bá bà kájọ ṣeré ìdárayá ẹ̀dùn náà ẹ̀yẹ kí sáré sẹ́ẹ̀ ti di ẹ̀mú náà. ẹ jẹ́ lọ gbogbo èèyàn la pèsè eré ìdárayá pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó lè fọ́kàn àtàrà lókun nínú ìdíje 3 Crowns Milk Fitness Challenge amárata kébé ọlọ́gbọ̀n ọjọ́ forúkọsílẹ̀ lónìí ní www.femininelounge.com/competition.
3 Crowns Milk. Healthy moms, happy families. Capture your world in stunning detail with the new Nokia 5.4. With a powerful 48MP quad camera and advanced video recording, giving you total creative control. Its generous 2-day battery life means your phone is there for you and your family when you need it most. Whether it's for work or play, you can see more on the 6.39 HD Plus screen. Nokia smartphones. Trusted, always secure, and built to last.
If
only we could show you on radio our stylish new look.
Ow!
Amstel Malta. But since we can't, go to the nearest store to pick up some Amstel Malta. And for Team Fit Fam, try the new Amstel Malta Ultra with no added sugar. New look Amstel Malta.
And new Amstel Malta Ultra with no added sugar. So good for you.
Amstel Malta. Be your best.
Thank you for being there with us and welcome back. It's Economic Searchlight on Splash 105.5 FM, your integrity station. I told you that when we return after the commercial break, we'll be taking a look at the issues surrounding cryptocurrencies. And as I told you, I'll be speaking with a business journalist. She's Irene David Arinze. And together we will be having a chat on the issue of cryptocurrency. Irene, good morning. Hello, Irene. Okay, I hope that she'll be able to get through to her now. She's already there. Okay, so let's see. I'll be engaging her on issues surrounding cryptocurrencies. She's going to tell me a little about what she had experienced as an investor. Hello, Irene, are you there?
Yes, I am, Mr. Show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
nice
morning.
To be on your show.
Glad to have you on the program. So I'd like us to talk about cryptocurrency, particularly from an investor's angle. Tell me a little bit, what has the investors, in this area of business, what have they suffered since the pronouncement of the Central Bank of Nigeria?
Actually, let's say the fluidity in which transactions have been performed, First things first, let's start with why the central bank, had to issue that directive to banks, mentioning that crypto exchanges should no longer be allowed to use their platform. We understand what the pandemic cost as at 2020. And then, it got as bad as, you couldn't just withdraw up to $1,000 per time. There was a restriction to the amount of money you could either use to perform transactions, even businesses as well. So people had to find alternatives to perform their transactions and also make money. And so we saw that a lot more Nigerians, as compared, in the previous years, started getting involved in the use of cryptocurrency to perform transactions. What did these do? Foreign remittances that would normally bring a source of revenue to the central bank and the Nigerian economy started to drop very sporadically in 2020. This was mainly caused as a result of the fact that people started to find alternative ways to both send money and receive money from their family members, friends, and business and partners outside the country. So CBN having found that also these people have sort of their accounts are with banks. They have to sort of stop that. And now you see CBN coming up with other initiatives to attract people to start use their platform. But would I say this is too late? I think so. But then in terms of investment, that this is technology, and I always say that you cannot fight technology. So even though there's a blockage by the CBN in terms of, you can't use banks to perform your transactions, there's something we call peer-to-peer, transactions, which is still very operational. You can't fight technology, and I repeat, you cannot fight technology. So in terms of investment, if you close one door, the business thing about technology is you can invest or develop another one.
You open
so I wouldn't really say
doors.
that we've seen, exactly. So I wouldn't really say that in terms of the burn, investors have, experienced a very massive burn where they have to go back to what they used to do before or use, the traditional means of performing transactions.
Okay, so explain to me the peer-to-peer, because I know that people who want to sell Bitcoin put up opening a number of doors for themselves. You just referred to it. I was going to ask you, what is peer-to-peer transaction?
Yes, you just performing transactions. I mean, it's just like how I decide, aside from the fact that there's what we call legal tender, which is the naira, the 100, the 1,000 naira, 100 naira, so where the central bank has confirmed that this is a means in which you can perform transactions. As myself and you, for example, we can choose to do a business deal, or we can choose to do a transaction, and we decide what we want to use as a medium of exchange. So, I mean, people can still sell Bitcoin to themselves or whatever, any other cryptocurrency. You know that there's over 2,000 kinds of cryptocurrencies, but the popular ones, we have Bitcoin, we have Monero, we have Ethereum, and the likes of it. So, between me and you now, we can decide, I have something I want to tell you. Send me this in Bitcoin. Send me this in Bitcoin. There are platforms that you can use to perform this transaction, with literally bypassing, any financial institution. You don't need to gain access from the city. That's why they say that this particular means of exchange is decentralized. Meaning there's no third party. It's a public ledger. It's not the way that you say, you perform the transaction, whereas it is not. You clone and say you perform the no. Once you're trying to do anything, you are found out. So that's basically it. So it's more like it's more like me and you, we can choose to perform transaction. I say, I want you to pay me in Bitcoin. There's a Bitcoin wallet. I mean, it's a lot. People are making use of it.
Okay, so lastly, before we go now, I'd like you to tell me what's the future of this blockchain technology as we look at it?
Oh, you know that we cannot ignore the revolution of money. The evolution of money, rather.
Yeah.
Let me just quickly run this, by you before we wrap up. From the onset, we have where we use like shillings and all of that to perform transactions.
Yes.
We have the coinage system. We have the Bretton Woods gold standard, where we pay the dollar to gold. And then at some point, the dollar could not hold the value as it used to. And so it was not backed up by any commodity like gold and all of that. And then we moved to the fiat currency, which we are using. With the advent of technology and the speed in which technology is being revolutionized now, and speed, we can only be sure at least that whatever the future of money will be, we will not embedded in this technology. I'm not certifying or saying, this is the future, digital currency is the future, but hello, if you see the trend in which the future, our future is going, and in terms of Internet of Things, right, we should at least know that it's not central banks start to decide their own currency, but we cannot ignore the use of technology in the future of the way in which we be performing transactions. So currently, we will not say, so Nigeria needs to catch up. We need to start, our authorities need to start learning how to even investigate, because now people are saying, that people are using it for performing these transactions. And my question is, people with the fiat currency, have we not been experiencing this? If the EFCC is still not trying to battle people that are, stealing money and selling it to tax-haven countries, So I would rather advise that we start to learn and educate ourselves on this particular medium of exchange, rather than fight it, because the world is moving towards this. This is where the world is moving towards. And it's also Nigeria already has, a high stake in terms of the global economy. The whole of Africa does not contribute more than 3% to the entire GDP of the world. So it's countries like the United States, China, and the rest of it, they may say that they not certify the use of digital currencies, but their people are using it.
So what you say now, if I got you, is that Nigeria should begin to devise a means to understand this technology and also be able to,
understand it, cover those that do not know that are using it for illicit transactions.
Okay.
Because of course, anything that serves as a medium of exchange and serves as a store of value, one thing is certain: that the traders will always look for a way to come in and take as much as they can within the shortest period. And you know the sad part of it, when you see that the government is not interested in understanding the picture and the concept of this, of the way the technology works, what they will do is they will leverage on it, do it, and finally the developers are the ones that will suffer for it. They want to squeeze out until the central bank of the monetary authority starts to show a level of interest.
Okay. Irene, before we go, do you see the government changing its decision on this cryptocurrency transaction, say in the nearest future?
To be honest, what I see in the future is them, sort of having a collaborative conversation with crypto exchanges, major stakeholders that are involved in this technology, and they're finding a way to sort of have a balance and a level playing field where everyone wins. It may take a little while, but that's my hope too.
Okay, all right. Well, Irene David Arinze, business journalist all the way from Abuja, I want to thank you for speaking with me on the program this morning.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. That's it on the idea about cryptocurrency this morning, as we've been able to speak with her. One thing I got from what she had said, in terms of the enormity of her discussion, is that we cannot kill technology. That's the first thing that we need to understand. And also that Nigeria will need to think deeply about how to block the loopholes and encourage blockchain technologies. All right, so thank you so much, Irene David Arinze there, speaking with us on the program this morning and giving us some perspectives about cryptocurrency. We're moving on the program right now. We'll be going over to some other issues concerning our economy. The president recently talked about the Eastern Corridor in terms of the rail line. So he inaugurated, the flag off of some rail lines recently. I'd like us to listen to Mr. President first, and then I'll be able to open up some discussions about the Eastern Corridor.
Translate to reactivation of economic activities along the Eastern Corridor, which has been greatly affected by insurgent activities and serve as a stimulus for industry and trade. The connection of the railway to a new seaport in Bonny Island and Railway Industrial Park, Port Harcourt, is designed to increase the viability and boost transshipment of cargo and freight locally across the West African sub-region and in the continental free trade area. The sum of the social, economic, and environmental benefits of these projects includes creation of massive employment locally. The second and the third projects are the Bonny Deep Sea Port and the Railway Industrial Park Port Harcourt that are to be constructed through direct investment by our Chinese partners and international financing agencies. These projects will serve transportation and supply chain network for domestic needs and export, as well as support imports into the hinterland of the country through the new deep sea port in Bonny Island, Rivers State. I therefore urge all Nigerians, especially industrialists, manufacturers, and businesses within the zones to take maximum advantage of this infrastructure in planning for expansion and building new factories to join in raising Nigeria's economy to the global stage and reaffirm our leading role in Africa.
Just listen to Mr. President right there speaking some 2 days ago. Nigeria's government began a $3 billion rehabilitation of a railway line that links major cities in Africa's most populous country. The project marks the latest step in an ambitious plan to create a nationwide rail network intended to aid Nigeria's economic diversification away from crude oil. The development is designed to revamp a dilapidated 1,443-kilometer line that begins in the southeastern oil hub of Port Harcourt and terminates in the northeastern city of Maiduguri. The contract has been the objective of resuscitating the once vibrant railway transportation in the eastern corridor of the country. President Buhari told the ceremony in Port Harcourt via video link on Tuesday. The Nigerian unit of the state-owned China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation, or CCECC, will carry out this work. The nation has already completed rail segments that connect Abuja, the capital, to the city of Kaduna and Lagos, the main commercial center, with the city of Ibadan. That work was financed by about $2 billion of loans from the Export-Import Bank of China and Motor Engel SGPS SA, a Portuguese construction company, last month started work on the $1.8 billion line that will link the northern trading hub of Kano to the town of Maradi in neighboring Niger. The Nigerian government will provide about 15% of the $3 billion cost of repairing the Port Harcourt-Maiduguri line, while the rest will come from a syndicate of Chinese financiers. Transportation Minister Amechi gave that hint. Critics have questioned the commercial viability of the plans, calling for details on how Nigeria will repay the level of debt the government intends to take on. CSEC Nigeria will also fund and construct a deep water port on Bonny Island, about 50 kilometers south of Port Harcourt. That's according to the Transport Minister during the ceremony. All right, so the Eastern Corridor is going to be revived, and the aim is to stimulate the economy and also diversify. Speaking of the virtual groundbreaking ceremony of the three projects, the rehabilitation and reconstruction of Port Harcourt-Maiduguri Eastern Narrow Gauge Rail Project, Bonny Deep Sea Port, and Railway Industrial Park in Port Harcourt. In a statement by former additional special advisor on media and publicity to the President, President Buhari said the country's aspiration for nationwide transport infrastructure and railways will be significantly enhanced by these three projects. He noted that the Port Harcourt to Maiduguri Railway Reconstruction Project, with new branch lines to Owerri, Imo State, and Damaturu, Yobe State, will raise the country's economy to the world stage. And I quote the President, "The connection of the railway to a new seaport in Bonny Island and Railway Industrial Park, Port Harcourt, is designed to increase the viability and boost transshipment of cargo and freight locally across the West African sub-region and the continental free trade area. The sum of the socio-economic and environmental benefits of these projects includes the creation of massive employment locally. In addition, there will be further utilization of local content and technology transfer, increase in internally generated revenue, and will serve as a fulcrum for the achievement of the federal government planned Integrated Development Master Plan. The funding of the railway is through a loan to fund 85% project cost, and the federal government, as I said earlier, will make a contribution of 15% as counterpart funding." In his remarks, Rotimi Amechi, Minister of Transportation, said the three projects are being developed through direct investment by China's Civil Engineering Construction Company, CSEC, Nigeria Limited, with a total investment portfolio of $700 million. He added that upon completion, trains on the Port Harcourt-Maiduguri rail line will run at 60 to 80 kilometers per hour and 80 to 100 kilometers per hour for freight and passenger. Okay, that's it on this part. When we come back, we'll round off our thoughts on the program. Do stay with us.
Better don land. Make una come see ogbonge cable wey dem manufacture for we obodo Nigeria. Na Pure Cables. Pure Cables na correct electrical cable wey dey reliable, dependable, and the people wey dem make am call dey safety conscious. Pure Cables get original copper and aluminium cable for different sizes dem wey you fit use for electrical wiring level for anywhere. Whether na your house, abi na your office, the price nko e no dey tear pocket at all. Nationwide distribution don start. For more information, call 0808 030 3257. 0808 030 3257. Pure Cable and Wire Limited. They have print compound, 40 gate, 122/132. Oshodi Apapa Expressway, Iyano Solo Bus Stop, Lagos. Pure Cables, Nigerian electrical contractors endorser, SON approver. Pure Cables, na Yubico. When we say the new Maltina pineapple and vanilla taste like adventure, here's what we mean. You kit up like an action hero. Check yourself out in the mirror. And then, in slow-mo, you grab a chilled bottle of Maltina pineapple or Maltina vanilla and enjoy the taste-spiration.
Own the flavor with the new Maltina Vanilla Pineapple All Classic and let the taste-spiration fill you. Maltina. Share happiness.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use Comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Wow, it's here.
What's that? What's here, Mom?
The new Maxi 20 hand sanitizer.
Tell me about it, Mom.
The new Maxi 20 hand sanitizer is carefully produced to help us fight germs and provide the right protection for every family.
Introducing the new Maxi 20 hand sanitizer to help you fight germs every day.
Now I can clean up germs that touch my hand and be fine, right?
Yes, son, you can, because Maxi 20 will keep you protected.
Yippee!
Maxi 20. War on germs. Another quality product from Intercontinental Distillers Limited.
Guy, my current PFA gives me concerns. The last time I got any account statement from them was a year ago. Even their customer service is so poor. They don't respond to email or messages on social media.
Wow.
Yes, so I can't imagine this type of error I made. And to imagine I'm stuck with them for the rest of my life. I hope I even get paid when I retire.
Nah, you don't need to be at their mercy. Haven't you heard of the transfer window?
Guy, be serious. We are not talking about the Premier League.
This is not about football. The National Pension Commission has launched the RSA transfer system, which means you can now change your preferred PFA.
Really?
Yes, I have ported to ICO Pension. Their service is second to none. They respond promptly to your request and their customers come first. I can ask for a better PFA.
That's it. ICO Pension is the answer. For more information on how you can transfer your pension account to ICO Pension, visit www.icopension.com/switch or call 0700 ICO PFA. ICO Pension. Tomorrow's peace of mind starts with today's plans.
GoTV tún ti ṣe bẹ́bẹ́ o. Dígbì ni wọ́n wà pẹ̀lú rẹ̀. Jẹ̀gbádùn ẹ̀dínwó ìdá méjìlélọ́gbọ̀n lórí GoTV Max. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, tí o bá sanwó GoTV jọ̀lí fún ẹgbẹ̀rún méjìlénírínwó àti ọgọ́ta náírà. GoTV ó ṣàó sókè téńté lọ sí GoTV Max pẹ̀lú ìkànnì márùnléláàádọ́rin tàbí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Abracadabra! Wọ́n máa jẹ̀gbádùn àwọn eré oníṣe India lórí Star Live, La Liga, eré bọ́ọ̀lù àfẹsẹ̀gbá, Premier League, àwọn ètò Big Brother Naija lóríṣiríṣi lórí Africa Magic, Nigerian Idol, BET, Cartoon Network àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ẹ̀dínwó tó dáa, ìfowópamọ́ tó bù àyà. Lóòótọ́, GoTV wà pẹ̀lú rẹ̀ digbí. Àwọn oníbàárà GoTV Max láti ọjọ́ kìíní oṣù kẹta ò ní ìpín nínú ìpolongo yìí o. Ìlànà àti àdéhùn wà ṣá o. GoTV nífẹ̀ẹ́ rẹ̀.
When we say the new Maltina pineapple and vanilla taste like adventure, here's what we mean. You kit up like an action hero. Check yourself out in the mirror. And then, in slow-mo, you grab a chilled bottle of Maltina pineapple or Maltina vanilla and enjoy the taste-spiration.
Own the flavor with the new Maltina Vanilla Pineapple All Classic and let the taste-spiration fill you. Maltina. Share happiness.
OneXBet don't land with big ogbonge odds and sharp cash out method. You will like sports. This now your big opportunity to make better money on top all your bets. Where be bigger wolf? My Naija people, I beg, make una no sleep on this one. Make you rush now. Go visit our website on onexbet.ng. Don't forget to use the promo code BETNG and you go get 200% bonus on your first deposit. OneXBet, bet wey dey for everybody.
Hey! Omo, make you no sleep on top bicycle. This better don't tie rapper for those of una wey never use una MTN SIM for over 15 days now. MTN don't charge. Come increase your welcome back of our woof to 12 times your recharge when you load 100 naira and above. Yes, so no be 1, no be 2, no be 3, no be 4, no be even 10 sef. Now 12 times your recharge, then go take credit and data knock your phone. This one means if you recharge 100 naira, MTN go summer you with 900 naira credit plus 300 naira data bonus. If you can't recharge 200 naira, now 1,800 naira credit go drop for your phone plus 600 naira data bonus. Just make sure you use *161* recharge pin hash take recharge and enjoy your bonus for up to 30 days. Omo, this one don't pass welcome back. MTN can add Shop Banker second term on top sef. Hey, where that my MTN SIM? Make me sef begin follow enjoy better too.
Everywhere you go, MTN. If only we could show you on radio our stylish new look. Amstel Malta. But since we can't, go to the nearest store to pick up some Amstel Malta. And for Team Fit fam, try the new Amstel Malta Ultra with no added sugar. New look Amstel Malta.
And new Amstel Malta Ultra with no added sugar. So good for you.
Amstel Malta. Be your best.
Welcome back. This is Flash 105.5 FM, your integrity station. Well, the economy is our focus, and whatever hurts the economy is something that we need to discuss on this program this morning. So I will be taking a look at one or two issues before we sign out on the program today. I said that the economy, takes our focus. So let's look at this. Nigeria's economic potential is constrained by many structural issues, including inadequate infrastructure, tariff and non-tariff barriers to trade, obstacles to investment, lack of confidence in currency valuation, and limited foreign exchange capacity. Now, sustained broad-based economic growth and poverty reduction are critical to its economic stability. The critical question is, how can the nation get on the path of sustained economic growth and poverty reduction amongst its impoverished population? Many multilateral institutions, including USAID, have supported the government's poverty alleviation efforts to improve agricultural productivity and expand jobs in rural areas. There have been efforts to improve market access, increase the country's energy supply, reduce obstacles to trade, and expand access to clean water. However, how much success have we achieved through these foreign efforts? You see, the nation will have to develop a policy environment for small businesses and expand access to market-driven vocational and technical training linked with private sector employment opportunities. The U.S. assistance also focuses on expanding access to commercial financial services, including microfinance. Now, Nigeria needs a trade and regulatory reform because quite a number of organizations like USAID have supported customs regulation and policy reform to encourage internal and external trade, encouraging the use of U.S. African Growth and Opportunity Act incentives for trade with the U.S. and developing private sector capacity to meet international trade and export standards. And so when we talk about diversification of the economy, do we have a standard that can help us transact businesses and trade with other nations? It's very, very important. Now, there are activities including assisting National Customs Service for customs reform and modernization, reducing congestion at the Lagos Seaport. And Lagos Seaport, had gone into digital, this last 2 weeks. But even the news 2 days ago, we read that there are some fraudsters who are breaking into the website of NPA and giving people fake permits to come into the port. So that has to be dealt with. Lagos report an increasing transport flows along the Lagos-Kano-GBR transport corridor and building trade capacity at the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. At the same time, Nigeria will need support into private enterprises to stimulate exports through training and capacity building. So we need to stimulate access to finance, export competitiveness, and linkage to international markets and partners. One last thing is that Nigeria's economic growth is also constrained by insufficient electricity generation capacity, which results in a lack of reliable and affordable supply of power. At the same time, Nigeria flares considerable amounts of associated gas as a byproduct of offshore crude oil extraction. Flaring, as it were, generates significant greenhouse gas emissions and wastes as a considerable amount of energy. To reduce gas flaring and increase generation of clean energy generally through greater private sector participation, it said it supports the government of Nigeria's effort to better manage that sector. And so if the nation will want to succeed as we want to, as we desire to succeed, we need to take a look at these issues that I have raised this morning and look at them critically for us to be able to enjoy, our nation as we want to enjoy it. So, we may have to close the program this morning. Before we close the program, I'd like to inform you here that Nigeria's rising debt servicing is referred to as an economic threat to us. Yet the Minister for Finance said we cannot but borrow. We cannot but borrow. Okay, just received this information that the VP, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, arrived Sultan of Sokoto's palace ahead of convocation lecture on his fifth visit to Sokoto as Nigeria's vice president. Governor says to him, welcome home to your people. That's coming from the villa this morning as an update that we just got. But we have to close the program right now, and I thank you so much for being part of the program, Economic Searchlight on Splash 105.5 FM, your integrity station. And I thank Desmond Adegwega for his assistance on the program today. I'm Oluwaseun Akinola. If you want to reach out to me, I'm on Twitter at Seun Akinola. At Seun Akinola. 0811-2494-231. 0811-2494-231 for SMS only. Good morning. Have a wonderful Friday.